feel that knock? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, you know you and your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block. The referee to the shit.
Guys, welcome to my podcast, The Maleni Show. I'm so excited to have Rick H here. And
she
welcome
legit
to
came
the show.
on her shit today.
Yo, I'm just so
this
glad.
Is the side that Chicklet be seeing every day. This is the Gemini side that he be arguing about all the time. I got you. Welcome to my fucking podcast. I'm the greatest podcaster alive, Rick H.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am sure
I don't know.
that. Today, my guest is brand newbie to this podcast game. She got like 24 episodes in.
Ow.
She's doing pretty good.
Pretty.
It's decent.
I
It's
don't
okay.
know. I think
Enough
I might be
to
a better
continue.
podcaster with you. Thank you guys for coming to my podcast. I just want to thank Rick H.
Can I introduce you at least?
No, I'm going to introduce you because I just love how committed you are into the podcast world.
Thank you. I appreciate
you have
that.
200 episodes in your podcast.
This is 200. Thank you, by the way, for being.
No, this is my 24. This is you.
My 200th?
You're talking about another podcast. This is my podcast.
Okay, this is your pod. All right, fine.
Yeah, this is your 200 episode, right?
Thank you. Yes,
Congratulations.
200. Thank you. So
Woo-hoo!
can I introduce you? You're not taking over my fucking show. We have influencer, podcaster, I guess model, if she wants to be called that, actress, if she wants to be called that. Maleni Cruz is in the building today.
Yeah, Maleni Cruz. Thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate
Trying to
y'all.
devo me on my own show.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. When somebody better come in, you gotta
Number
be
200.
prepared.
You're welcome,
They
by the
gonna
way.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
welcome.
You're welcome for
You're
what?
welcome.
You're welcome.
For being number 200, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Universe looked out for you. Universe said, Maleni, he said, yo, no funny shit. I'm going to expose you. He hit me up today and was like, yo, you available? And I was like, should I be? Or
She
should
got to
I
be available for this
wish.
group at all times.
You wish. I was going to hit Rick with a, nah, I'm busy. But I was like, you know what?
But she loves me so much.
I don't know about that.
She's my Gemini sister.
I'm gonna, you know what, that is true. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna show up for Rick. I put on a nice fit for you.
And I truly appreciate that. And it's a monumental occasion. Like Chicklet comes on the show and it's like a regular episode. You come on the show and it's number 200.
And it's iconic.
It's
right?
iconic.
It's iconic.
Yes.
That's what we're doing here.
Yes, that's what we're doing. So let me ask you real quick. Now you are a podcaster, right? Out of all 25,000 titles that you have.
Period. As a Gemini, that's respected.
Which one of the two do you love the most? Like the skits, influencing, or podcasting? Because you're a vet now in podcasting. Because you 24 have been released, but you've recorded more than that.
Yes. So I don't know. I think I enjoy podcasting a lot. I love the is it nuance
She's
of
welcome.
it, of like just conversations flowing, the organicness of it. I honestly go on the show ill prepared, and that's who I am. And they know this. I told them, I don't know who you think I am, but this is how I'm showing up. So I just love the organicness and the flowing of it. But I do enjoy like creating content and acting and showing different sides of me.
Which one it is?
If I only could do one, then I'm going to go with acting and creating skits.
Cool.
You thought I was going to say podcasting, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I think you fell in love with that more. You're welcome, by the way, and you guys are welcome.
Why?
Because I knew that her and Chicklet would be a hit at the podcast game.
Wow.
And I
And
knew,
we wouldn't have
and
been
it's not
here without
easy.
you.
It's not easy to transition. No, it's not without me because I've had you guys on my show, and I would hit Mike up like, Mike, I think they need to do a show together.
We try to do shows many times. You know, that's the crazy thing about like the organicness of how, or just like the timing of things not working out in your favor because me and Chicklet created content for like 5-6 years now. I think a little bit more than that. And we've had multiple interviews with podcast studios, like huge companies, and like we even recorded pilots for the podcast, and then something always ended up happening where we just couldn't either work with the company or
Maleni was too busy.
yeah, we were too busy, or like me and Chica weren't on the same like wavelength of doing it, or we didn't know what we wanted to do, what we wanted to talk about. So the way That's Your Reality came about
Super
was
organic.
super organic. It was super crazy. Like I think everyone who's on it, we all love like what we bring to the table, what we're talking about. Like we're all passionate about everything. So I find it funny how 3 years ago we probably would have been on a whole different network on talking about God knows what, and it probably nobody would have known what would have happened, but it didn't work out.
But
now
now,
it's here.
and it's yours. You guys own it, and you guys produce it, and it's yours.
Period.
So you love podcasting. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So she wants to be known as a podcaster from now on.
Yeah, I want to be known as the actress from now on, but you know that from our other interviews that we
I
had.
know. So let's talk about that for a little bit.
Okay.
How's that going? Because you have done stuff now, and you're
Why I
getting
look like
into
we're
it.
holding the mic the same
I
way?
don't know. It's a
No,
Gemini
now you're trying to
thing.
be like me.
It's a
You was
Gemini
doing
thing.
this.
I was doing this.
And it looked like you was crossed.
It's a Gemini thing. No, but we have talked about this off air and on air, and you've been making moves towards that.
Yeah.
How do you feel that's been going for you?
It's been going well. I think naturally I'm making progress, and I'm
Do you think you're a good actress?
I think I am a good actress. Bitch, I'm acting like I give a fuck now. And I'm funny. You see that? Naturally, I'm funny. Naturally,
Chiclet's
I'm a
funny.
character. And so I started up acting classes like last year, September. And you know, with school I was in, you learn from the basics, like the bottom of everything. Like they try to strip you from anything you think acting is. So, you know, learning the basics and practicing with other people and memorizing lines, because that was the first time that I was actually memorizing something, one, longer than a page, and two, that's like 5 pages, 6 pages, like full of monologues and dialogues with someone else and interacting with someone else. But mind you, like obviously me and Chicla, we're acting.
You go over it together, yeah.
But we're acting and we're improving. So that naturalness and organicness that I have from him, I could take that in and play it in myself when I have a script. So naturally, I am the best. Like DJ Khaled said it, and it's really going well. I'm creating my reel right now. I'm trying to show like different versions of me, because in this industry, in this entertainment industry, people don't really believe you until you actually do something concrete with it. Like, I could say I'm an actress, and I know I'm acting with the content I do on social media, but until they see that,
like see you in a short film or a play or something.
Oh, yeah, like, the minute I said I was taking acting classes, they're like, oh, okay. Like, that alone was different than me saying I'm an actress. You know, like, just saying it. Because they're saying they see you're taking steps in the craft.
You put it out there, New Year's Eve.
I did.
You make strides to it. Where you think your range is at? Is it comedy? Well, obviously that's too easy. You could lean into that.
Yeah.
You think you could be in one of these dramas, like you in Oppenheimer? Would that work?
I have to.
You playing his wife. Do you even know who Oppenheimer?
I didn't see the trailer yet. Okay. I know about the movie. I need to see it.
Okay.
But I don't know what kind of role the wife is. But I think I can do a dramatic, like, I'm pretty angry all the time. Like, if it was that kind of, like,
but give me sad. Angry, I see. You think you give me sad?
I think I can give you sad.
You could cry on cue?
Yeah, it just takes me a minute to start thinking about something. Or, like...
we don't want to.
And start crying.
Making this a sad pod and shit. We really going through this? Or are you thinking about your acting career?
No, because you hurting my feelings.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you're talking about, like, I can act. And that's not true.
It's just a fact.
I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to do this.
Kind of. You for a second you had me there.
Yeah, I can hold you in. But no, for sure, like comedy is easy for me. Easy.
So why don't you do that? You know,
Because
the
I
best
thought I
acting
was.
careers. I mean, yeah, the best acting careers I think start out in the comedy realm, and then you show your range afterwards.
Yeah, I think it's so exactly. It's not easy for everyone to figure out the timing with comedy and like how to say a line or like when to say a line. So I think that's something that I have going for me because like I had did a scene with someone in my acting class, and the character, I went to Paris with my roommate, and I'm going through it. Like my boyfriend at home wants to propose to me, but I'm a little confused about the
Man,
relationship.
sounds so eerie and familiar. This is like a layup for you.
Yeah, right? Nah, that's a different world. But the character was very confused,
Yeah.
and like she goes to Paris and she doesn't like to do the traditional touristy things. But my best friend is the first time in Paris and she wants to do the traditional things. And so I'm in the room having like a existential crisis, and people are laughing. Like naturally, there's like moments in there that were not like laughing at me.
Maybe because they automatically.
No, because I say the lines like in a certain way that they can relate to, and it's funny for them.
You're kind of funny.
I'll
give you that.
I think I'm funnier than you, bro. That's why I took over your podcast.
I don't think you're funny. You think you're kind of funny. I think your reaction is good.
There's no way.
I think you're kind of.
There's no way.
I'm giving you props.
Props is kind of funny. That's like me saying like you're kind of good looking. And not talking about you because you're not, but like.
And I think you're kind of funny.
I think I'm more than kind of funny.
I think you're very good reactionally funny.
That is me. I would not tell you a knock joke. Well, I got one for you.
Oh, I heard it already.
No, what did you hear?
Go ahead. You say the same joke all the time.
So tell me the joke.
I'm not. Go ahead.
Tell the joke.
Go ahead.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
You.
You who?
You, because you're looking in the mirror, you ugly bitch. No.
That's not the one you always say. She got like the same knock joke.
I wish the audience was able to laugh at that one.
They probably are right now. I'm glad you're enjoying this.
Thank you. I thought it was a
You're welcome.
joke.
So, you know what I found out about you? That you have some strong and loyal followers.
Yeah.
Like OD, like hard. Like
I appreciate them so much.
Oh my God, like it's nauseating for me.
Nauseating? Like,
yeah, because
they
they ride for you so hard.
Yo.
It's crazy. Like they're like, so Beyonce has the Beehive. What would you think your followers are?
I don't know.
You wouldn't nickname them?
My manager had gave me an idea of naming my supporters Millennials.
Oh.
But I don't know if I like it.
Yo, and I like the fact
it's hard.
I like the fact that you replace followers with supporters.
Yeah.
Because followers has kind of like a negative. You're very smart.
Thank you.
You're kind of funny, but you're very smart.
There's no way. I'm gonna throw my mic at you at that. So,
I like that. Millennials.
I'm not sure how much I love it, but my manager was like, "Yo, it's hard." He don't sound like that, but I gave him that accent.
He sounds like he's from Brooklyn. He got a smoking problem.
No, that's just me. I'm from Brooklyn and I have a smoking problem.
That's cool. So Doja Cat recently, she went. I don't think she attacked her followers. She just basically said, "If I don't know you personally, how can I love you?" Right. Is that the sentiment you have towards your supporters? I'm sorry, they're not followers.
I don't. I think that's I don't know. I could get where she's coming from, but I just can't. Like I can't. Like they pour so much of themselves into us, into like supporting us, and like I don't. You can easily hate somebody, so you can't easily love somebody, whether you met them through, whether you know them directly or. Bitch, the fact that a lot of people or your supporters are invested in you so much, you don't have love for them.
I don't know.
That don't make no sense.
I only have 10 followers, so
I get it. But like, so for me, for my supporters,
yeah.
I love my supporters. I don't need to meet my supporters.
Can I expose you?
Expose me?
Yeah.
Expose.
So she loves y'all as much as y'all love her.
Period.
Cause she be defending y'all like hard. I can't talk about it, but sure, just take my word for
I'm
it.
crying. They don't have to take your word.
Have
for it.
they made you cry? Have you gotten a story like my son got cancer? He wants you to visit him, or send him a photo of you, or wish him a, happy birthday, or
I don't know.
or I'm
if
going
I
bald.
cried.
You're my inspiration.
I did post on my story today. But we did see a patient who had cancer. It was in like
That's
a
very
terminal
nice of you.
hospital.
Oh, so you have a heart on top of
Yeah,
being
I do.
smart and kind of funny.
Well, obviously, I have a
cool.
heart. I love my followers. That love me back.
Okay.
But I posted today because it's like social media is a funny thing.
It
you know,
is.
You can never control the algorithm, so you never know who's gonna see what, and not everyone is gonna see your stuff. But sometimes it gets very promotional, like promoting content, promoting yourself, like what you're selling, and sometimes we forget to connect with the people that are supporting us and watching us on a human level.
So you have a ghost account. Cool. Okay.
No, I don't have no damn ghost account. But I had asked them, I'll check in and say good morning, but I had asked them, like, what's going on, and, like, if you need a vent, like, my DMs are open. You can send a message and vent it. I'm not going to expose what's happening, but you could at least, like, release what's going on in your life.
So you read through some of these?
I did.
I mean, it must be, you get a lot of DMs, right?
I do.
So it must be, like, overwhelming, though. So you literally
Sometimes DMs do get overwhelming. Like, I won't be scrolling through my, like, it's private section. Like, it's an approved section.
The ones that you don't know.
I don't know if you get that many of those. Like, you probably get
like
two
I said, I got 10 followers.
Yeah.
And it's mostly my mom sending me DMs.
So you don't understand what I'm talking about, but that's okay. I can walk you through it.
Okay, so go ahead, explain it.
You got your regular DMs.
Okay.
Do you have a general DM?
I think so. I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have...
That's where I got my mom, like, general.
Yeah. And then you have the 99 plus DMs.
I don't have that.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So there lives the people that you never accepted their messages.
Annoying little sister. That's what she is. Go ahead.
The ones that you never accepted, and you don't follow them back.
Do you go into those ever?
I do. I read through those. How am I supposed to connect with people that follow me?
Oh, okay.
If I don't go through them and check them every now and then. Sometimes I respond to people, like, they'll tell me a compliment. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Sometimes I've run into people in the street, and
has somebody told you, like, yo, you changed my life forever, and I want to be you? And then they send you a picture, and it's them, like, with mad surgery, and it kind of looks like you.
No, never that.
Not to that point of being a stan?
No, but people do express how much they love and appreciate us and the content we do. And
no, I'm not talking about us. I know he's famous, he's funny, like, he's charismatic, he's a beautiful man.
Do you have a problem that Chico's better than
you?
you?
And no, I love him.
Well, it seems like
he's like, I'm talking about you, though. Like,
I get that.
If you guys were Batman and Robin, who do you think you would be in that equation?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I know who Batman is, for sure.
I think I'm Batman. But I don't know.
We'll say that because you're here today.
I don't know. Oh, wow. Nah, I don't know. I think we're both Batman. And we're both Robin.
At points in time.
Like, yeah.
Okay. And so y'all play off each other. I can see that.
We play with each other and everything.
Oh, I didn't ask for all that. I did not ask for all that. Wow. In my eyes, he's always Batman.
So,
how did you get so lucky to land such a stud, by the way?
He got lucky that I wanted him that bad.
No. You're answering my question with that. Like, how did you
I answered your question the way you wanted me to answer.
No, I'm asking you, how did you get so lucky? And it's not nothing to do with him.
How did I get so lucky?
Yeah, to get a stud like that. It's like one in a million.
This is how you do it. So you get a stud finder and you put it on the wall, and you scroll and and it'll beep 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 when you found the stud.
This is next level trolling by her.
You just nail it, and you got a stud.
I like the fact that you're so good. You could have been a rapper.
No.
Your analogy was cool. Using the stud finder and nailing it. You did pretty good there.
I couldn't be a stud finder. I couldn't be a rapper, though. Because I get too much in my head, and then my raps aren't that 10 out of 10. They're really trash.
I heard a verse one time. It was all right. It was decent.
Yeah, I don't. So I had this some oregano.
You from Brooklyn? Like
I had this some oregano. And it was just like a lucky day. Like sometimes I get like a good organicness, but sometimes I think too much of. Sometimes I think too much of like, what am I saying? How's it coming out? And then it's just too much pressure.
What's
on me.
better, your cooking because you mentioned oregano, or your rapping? Or are they both terrible?
You what oregano you think I'm talking about?
So let me ask you, how do you feel your guys' relationship? Because you guys do get personal on the pod. Mm-hmm. How do you feel you guys are right now from where you were when you started it?
I think we're in a much better place right now.
Yeah?
We've been communicating much better. Mm-hmm. Like, even though me and Chicklet, we kind of go head to head sometimes, and like we can get very egotistical with each other. But
it's your fault. You're the Gemini, and I know.
You ever been with a Virgo?
No.
You lucky. Nah, they're really good people.
I married a Sagittarius. Is that good? That's
that's really good for you. I think you told me that.
Yeah.
Because they're your sister sign. Y'all complement each other really well.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I am a female inside.
I know.
Deep down inside.
I know.
And like, wow.
That's not what it means to be a sister sign.
No, but
I'm a female.
Me and my wife, we're sisters. Is this what it's like being on your pod? Like you give therapeutic advice like this? I love it.
Wow, you're gonna go back home.
I'm
and
gonna
be
go
like,
back. Oh,
sis.
I relate to you so much, honey.
Yo, you should do a spa day with her.
So you feel like you guys has it helped or hindered?
What, communicating?
No, doing the pod. I know being on social sometimes it could be too much.
Sometimes it gets a little difficult.
Yeah.
Like when we are like going head to head with each other, and like
Because you live together, we work together,
together,
you run a business together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot.
So then, like when you go home from work and you had a bad day because said some dumb shit.
Yo, no lie.
You don't go home.
There's a to me.
Yeah. There's always there's always and that bitch is always dumb. No offense to the
This one's pretty smart.
So she is smart. Oh, yeah. So she be checking you and you just tight because you're the dumb one.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yep. 100%.
And you're like, damn.
My wife comes and she consoles me.
And you talk to your wife about how made you feel small, and you're like, she's trying to do my job. Yep. But I don't get to do that. If I get into an argument with Chicle over the podcast, I'm going home and Chicle's there. I can't tell Chicle, yo, Chicle,
I mean, he's a superstar. How can you win that argument?
You ever learned happy wife, happy life?
Of course I know that. That's my mantra.
Exactly.
But you got to make him happy.
He's the happy wife.
Yes.
Right?
In your equation.
Yeah. It is happy wife, happy life. But it is difficult, like, shooting the pod sometimes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we have to clip pod episodes because we just get too into our relationship, and it's not entertaining to watch at all.
So I know the audience would ask, is it real, your interaction on the pod? Because it's different content from social, obviously.
The interactions on the pods are real. They're organic. Like,
okay.
I don't come on and be like, oh, I'm gonna be this person today. Like, they can't do that with me.
You're a Gemini.
Yeah.
You have different.
I don't even know who I'm gonna show up today. Look, I came
today the nice Maleni showed up.
Did you?
I mean, you still got some singers,
exactly.
So how do you feel about Rosalia and Raul Alejandro breaking up? And who would you compare you guys to? Like, if you guys were a celebrity couple.
Bitch.
Well, he's a celebrity, but if you guys were a celebrity couple.
First of all, you're not about to keep. You asked me to come up here. Why you ain't asked Chico to come up here? Because he didn't want to do it?
No, he would have loved to do it. I mean, I just had him on too many times.
Nah, he was going to tell you no, and you didn't want to get denied. So you're like, let me go with the safe bet and go with Maleni.
He says no all the time.
Bro,
He doesn't want to hang out with me.
Yeah, I don't compare. Like, bitch, you know who we are? We Chicklet and Maleni.
I know Chicklet.
We the icon living.
So, wow.
Wow.
So if you guys were a couple, like a famous couple.
We are a famous couple.
No, but I mean like super famous.
Like A-list celebrity?
Yes. You guys are like, well, he's like A-list.
I don't know. What is it determined to be an A-list celebrity?
notoriety, awards,
Awards. We got awards.
finances.
We got notoriety.
Uh,
Finances. We got.
I'm not denying him of that.
Yo, I'm gonna throw my.
I'm just playing with
I'm
you.
gonna toss it.
But-
you gonna go home to your wife and she gonna be like, "What happened?"
How,
like, I
how
had
did you
Maleni on the
guys?
pod.
How did you feel about them? Let's get back to the question. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I just be diverting
Mm-hmm.
people. um, did you hear the tea?
No, explain.
The
I heard
tea,
like
the tea was that
Raul
Raul cheated on Rosalia, and that's why she broke up with him.
I can see that. Is it a like a Anuel situation where he was cheating on like with some ratchet girl?
I don't know.
So hypothetically, if Chicle was to cheat on you, which he never would, would you want the girl to be a Yailin situation or like it's Salma Hayek?
A what?
Like it's a chick that's like someone you admire that you're like, yo, she's beautiful. I don't blame him. Like what I'm saying is,
I understand
if
your
she's
question.
like not better than you, but like you're like, oh, she's bad, like, or like if the girl he cheats and she's terrible.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it even matters, honestly, if she was better than me or if she, but honestly, top tier. Like, I don't know what you, like, there won't be anyone better than me.
They wouldn't.
Yeah.
So you would be upset just that he cheated.
I would be upset that he cheated.
But I'm saying you wouldn't be a little bit more upset if it's like
No, I'll be upset regardless.
Young,
No, because I wouldn't shit on the girl for the type of girl she was.
Okay.
No, because the fight ain't against her unless I mean, obviously she knows who I am, so I think I will have to fight her. Because respectfully, if the person know, like everyone knows her, well,
Raul and Rosalia.
we don't know, right? Because sometimes these celebrities they don't be together and they be together at the same time.
I mean, look at A-Rod. He cheated on J-Lo with some not so J-Lo chick. And that happens all the time. Like, what's up with these dudes?
I don't know what's wrong with them. Why they out here cheating? What they looking for? Something missing in their hearts.
I wouldn't know about that. So
my guy's a faithful man, right?
Yup, 6 years married, 10 years together.
We love that for you.
You know what it is?
What is it? Tell me about it.
I feel like, like my wife settled. Obviously, how there's people that marry up and. I married up, way up.
For sure.
And I was like, oh, shit.
I met your wife. She's a 10 out of 10. I was like, that's who?
I got to lock this down.
You try to trick her.
I did,
Damn. I'm going to tell her.
The deep fake.
The what?
The deep fake video that, what's the name Kendrick did where he changed his faces?
Yeah.
Kind of did that to her.
I'm crying.
Yup. So I married up.
So tell me about like your situation
in your life. My wife?
Is that in your life? Like, is there anything like you going through that you want to speak about that you want to express? Because you look like you go through stuff.
I have the greatest life in the world. I'm the greatest. That's just natural.
The bags in your eyes say otherwise.
Maybe I should subscribe to the millennials. And maybe I could go on a spa day with you, and you could tell me how to improve the look.
In order to be a millennial.
And go from a 110, what do you say, a 1 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10?
In order to be a millennial, you have to get approved.
Okay.
Like, we only accept
Is it an extensive process?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
For you, it will be.
Or do you accept aliens? Aliens are real now.
I do accept aliens. I had a dream of an alien before.
Oh, wait. Didn't we talk about some wild... Can you tell the story? Where you were in another universe, and was it you or Chiclet?
It's probably me. But wait, what was the dream? Because Chiclet did have one dream.
No, that you were in another plane and you were like talking to aliens. Because you're like, people don't know that she's a witch. She's psychic. So like, I'm trying to remember the weird dream that you had.
I was speaking. There was an alien in front of me, and she was because I couldn't tell. It seems very feminine energy. Okay. But she was showing me where they live among us. Like, it's underneath us in the crevices of the earth. And, like, kind of like, if you ever seen like if you look across Jersey or like when there's a place where like mountains or like something's on a higher plane or a higher altitude of land, like it seemed like that, like underneath that.
Well, they just discovered an underground pyramid, so you could be right.
Ooh.
And the government just admitted that aliens are real.
I could have been told y'all that. I don't know who told y'all there wasn't.
Well, I don't believe anything unless the government says it's real.
You don't believe anything unless the government says it's real?
Yeah.
I don't believe anything that the government says.
Yeah.
I think anything the government says is not real.
I am a outstanding American citizen.
I love that for you.
And I believe everything the government says.
This is the same government that told
Like
you Christopher
COVID is
Columbus
real.
founded America.
Yeah, he did. And now he has a day. He has a day.
So do you know he went to Hispaniola first? And he didn't discover anything that was already
That's all cap.
there. That's not all cap.
That's fake news.
How is that fake news?
I need to see it like in. It's
You
not
need
in
a
our
government-
history books.
You need a government. What?
It's not in our history books.
Yes, it is.
If it's not in the history books,
Did you
it's
go
not
to
real.
college?
Yeah, I did.
So then you didn't take history in college?
Yeah, but that shit was fake history.
I went to SUNY Brockport.
I know, and you got 2 degrees, right? Is it 2 degrees?
Oh, I do. I have an associate's degree, and I have. Damn, you did your research, or you like stalked me?
No,
in the
I've
past
known
life or
you
something?
for so long already, and
And
I've interviewed
we
you
forgot-
so many times already.
Bro, you wanted to hear about my story of the aliens,
Yeah, that's what I.
and that's how this all started. This is why you can't.
But
have a
I just
podcast
told
for
you
two-
the government confirmed that it's true.
Yeah.
So you're right.
I know. I could have. Why you ain't believe me when I said it that I had a dream
No,
with
it
them?
has to be.
Oh,
it has to
because
be on the news.
you don't. It has to be on the news. It's hilarious.
If it's not on Facebook, it's not real. If it's not on social, it's not real. How do you feel about that? People get their news and their culture advice from you.
From me?
Yeah, you're like, that's what the word influencer is. You influence people's minds. It's a lot of power. Are you ready for that?
No, I don't really like a lot of power. Honestly,
Like pregnant mothers
talking-
are gonna give birth, and they're gonna raise their children from what you influence them to. That's a lot of power.
You know, I got a lot of kids named after me, right?
You do? No, you don't.
I do.
I swear to God, you're the only millennial I know.
No, I'm not. In like 18 years, there's gonna be a whole bunch of legal Maleni's.
And then people are gonna name their sons Chiclet.
No, he don't got any. He's jealous. That's one thing he wishes.
Wow.
He's like, damn, nobody gonna name their kid Chiclet? Why would they? You hear that name? It's not that. It's not 10 out of 10.
So how do you feel about that? Like, do you feel that pressure? Or am I just making you realize this now?
No, I don't.
People's lives are in your hands.
First of all, people's lives are not in my hands.
They definitely are.
No, they're not. And second of all,
I need to go on Instagram and I need to know what Maleni's wearing, what she's eating. She's got to influence my life. That's how people view it.
That's not how old
Not the
people view
millennials,
it.
your
Not the
supporters.
millennials.
No, but like people that they're loyal to social media.
I don't think. Well, one, you can't have that much pressure.
I'm only kidding, folks.
You can't. We can't tell your jokes are not that funny, bro.
Oh my.
So like, you look like you're joking, and
Smacking me
you're
all
not.
day
Your
long. Okay.
Your jokes are not clear that they're jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. 200 episodes, and my guy didn't learn nothing.
Wow.
Damn.
So
Who
what
said
have
that?
you learned about podcasting in 24 episodes?
Well, I learned that
Give us the keys.
organic conversations are much more valuable and appreciated in our
Okay.
societies, even organic content.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes going in with a plan isn't always necessary.
Okay.
Sometimes like 2-3
Your
topics.
route, no plan.
Yeah.
Just in there.
Like 2-3 topics, like have an idea of what you want to talk about, like talk about what you spoke about, what happened to you this week, and what you're going through in life.
What are
People
you
like to
going through?
relate. What am I going through? I am going through. I'm feeling really aligned with the universe,
Okay.
and I don't know if any of that relates to you because you seem like
I'm lost in this world.
I know you need the government to tell you yes and no.
Exactly.
And when
Facebook.
to shit, right?
Yes.
I know. So maybe try to align yourself with the universe, with this earth that we're on, instead of the
Grounding.
government.
I need to do more grounding.
Do some grounding
Okay.
to see what you need to do in life. But we're talking about me right now
Yes.
because this is my podcast.
That's why I asked you, like,
I know.
how you been doing?
I love how
It's my podcast.
I love the kind of host, like, I am, because I just allow you to like open the conversation and ask me questions.
Yes.
You're like the best guest I've ever had.
Thank you.
You're welcome, because it takes the pressure off of hosting. You know, sometimes it's very... One question. What's going on with your knees?
What do you mean?
Like, your knees got a little wrinkly.
So she just came to flame me today. We have this beautiful carpet, this $1 million carpet on it, and I was on my knees earlier setting up the laptop. So I guess I didn't see that. She thinks she's really funny like that. What is going on? Okay, you might be funny. You might be funny.
I'm definitely top 5. See that comedic timing?
Nah, top 10.
It's natural. You couldn't write that bitch down.
I'm learning a lot today from you, and I appreciate
glad
that.
you
Thank
are.
you. Thank you.
I'm glad you are. You know, I love that for my guests.
For your guest, okay. What's one piece of advice you would give people who are in a relationship and they're kind of struggling?
You struggling?
No, I'm not.
Home?
No, I'm asking
sure?
for a friend.
Because we could talk about it.
No. Just asking for a friend.
Okay. For a friend, or you're the friend?
A friend specifically.
Okay, because asking for a friend means
might be
you're
here,
asking for someone else to be
nearby
a friend for you.
in this studio.
Oh, okay.
In the studio, okay.
Okay, I know what you mean.
There's several people in our studio
Yeah,
today.
no, I get it. I know what
I'm
you
asking
mean.
for a friend.
For a friend.
Yes.
A friend.
So what advice would you give?
A friend. Honesty is always the best policy. And just because you fell off a little bit, like if you're not feeling as sexy, as confident as you normally would, I'm not talking about anyone in particular.
Okay.
Your partner is committed to you. They love you, and they want to see you confident regardless of how you feel inside. Okay. So remember that they appreciate you. They love you, and they don't care about how you look on the outside, even if you gain 10 pounds.
What about 40 pounds? It's 40. Would they still care at 40 pounds?
I don't think they will.
Okay.
Because they committed.
If Chiclet gained 40 pounds, would you still be committed to?
Yeah, I would. Honestly, Chiclet, there was a time me and Chiclet both gained mad weight. Bitch, I'm gaining weight right now. And none of us noticed. Like it was kind of like, that
I just
COVID.
saw Chiclet like 20 minutes ago. The man's in the best shape of his life.
We losing weight right now. He's losing weight right now. He's been
why
losing
are you lying
weight.
to the audience
I'm not
right
lying
now?
to the audience.
Okay.
You're just mad.
I'm not mad.
Because you were the friend, weren't
Maybe
you?
a little bit.
You were the friend. You were the friend. Nah, but that COVID weight everyone gained, that bitch was subtle.
2 babies also.
Bro. Oh,
maybe
yeah.
a third one on the way.
Damn, congratulations.
Thank you.
You want to make me the
32
godmother?
weeks.
Ooh.
I have to. You my Gemini sister.
Exactly. It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
With that.
Plus you get
I'm
money,
giving
so you probably get my kids some good gifts too.
Period. I do give some good gifts.
What's one thing you learned about each other in the pod?
One thing we learned about each other.
That you
I
didn't
repeat
know
questions so that I could process the answer.
No, I know how your brain works.
Thank you. As you know, you're a Gemini.
It works backwards.
Yeah.
I know. I do the same shit.
I know. That's why I know you know. That's why you.
I'm not trying to get at you.
You gave me a slide, and I'm like, you understand more than anybody.
We're only 2 days apart in several years.
Yeah, in several years. Several years.
It's only 9. Don't go that far.
So what I learned from the podcast with Chiclet, one is communication.
By yourself in the relationship.
By myself and in the relationship.
Okay.
And also trusting my instincts, regardless of what other people are telling me. Because, it's very easy.
You don't have to elaborate on
I
that
will.
one,
Do you not see me elaborating?
Yeah, that's a big subject. Go ahead.
That's a big word for you.
We're ready. Yeah, it is.
So you're doing a podcast, right? You do this podcast, and you have other people's perspective and opinions that flow into this podcast. But sometimes it's important to trust your own instincts of what you think, the vision you see for yourself, and not only for your whole show, but you as a person. So, for me, how do I see myself on this podcast, on my own podcast? Regardless of what other people want to see from me. And that's why I tell them, I don't know who you think I am. I know who I am. And I know who I'm going to be. and I know how I want to show up, and I know what I want. But at the same time, like, valuing other people's opinions is important. But knowing, all right, this is where I am, this is where I want to be.
I got a follow-up.
Go ahead.
So let's say, again, for a friend.
I see what you're doing.
You
trying to steal number one podcast.
he was here for 200 episodes, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's trusted his instincts.
Uh-huh.
But then he got like, they're kind of like his siblings, right? They start their own show. And they got 25 episodes in, and they surpassed him, by like miles. Like, like he getting like 1,000 views, they getting like over 40, like 40,000. Like, what advice would you give, my boy, who's right here?
I would tell him sometimes you shouldn't discourage yourself because you expected to be somewhere. Just because you did, now you 200 episodes and someone else is surpassing you more than what you're doing. That just means your time is still to come and there's lessons you still need to learn. Or you should just call it quits. One or the other. You really don't know.
You were inspirational there, and then you went the other way.
Good thing I wasn't talking about you.
Well, can I give you a piece of advice?
Yeah. I didn't ask for it, but sure.
No, I'm offering it.
Do
you want it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. So I learned this from somebody who's very intelligent, more intelligent than me. He said never... Two things. I'll give you two things.
Never compare yourself to other people.
Never stand on the shoulders of others to make yourself look taller, right? And then the second one is, you not that you do this. The second one is never expect anything from anyone.
Uh-huh.
Because once you have expectations of someone, then you're opening yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
So I learned those two things, and that's how I've, But was I happy as if it was me to see you and him, like... Because I wanted y'all to. And like 2 weeks later, it was over. Like, y'all was big brother. I was little brother.
That's why it's my podcast.
Little brother.
No, I mean, sometimes, like, I'm not going to lie to you. You seen Bobby that interviewed Drake?
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I don't know who she is.
She's Bobby.
How she met Drake? Like, how did that happen?
I don't know. But did you see how many podcasts she's dropped?
She won.
No, 3. Oh, she's going to drop a 4th one.
And she did one with
Lil Yachty.
Yachty.
4 podcasts.
She's about to interview Mark Cuban.
4 episodes, and she surpassed us in 25.
But I think you guys are funnier. I mean, I could be biased.
It's not, there's not a competition or nothing, but because I think there's a timing in the universe for everything. And one, she has a 10 out of 10 comedy.
You think so?
I think it's a funny.
I think Drake was funnier.
Drake was. They did the.
Maybe I'm gay.
The.
I love chicklet. I thought Drake was funnier. I'm gay and I'm a woman inside. Thank you, Maleni.
I ain't never been thrown off ever. I was over here trying to get my words together, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Bobby dropped 4 episodes.
4 episodes,
okay.
And obviously her podcast is on the roof. She's interviewing A-list celebrities. Like, it's crazy.
It's Drake, like.
It's amazing, and it's amazing
crazy
to watch, and just to see that sometimes it's all about timing. It's all about your own lessons. It's also about trusting yourself and trusting in like your authenticness.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you can't be like everyone else, and if you try to be like someone else, it's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, but sometimes it's important to go back to the drawing board and see like what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what brought the most viewers, what didn't bring the most viewers, what kind of comedy style, and that stuff.
You writing this down? I need this for later. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on the pod and
I appreciate you coming on the pod.
And no, this is my pod.
I love how you try to come and take over my pod. Like,
this is my show.
What are you talking about?
Stop that. I'm not chicklet.
Maleni Cruz
Don't
show.
do that. Don't do that.
You're fucking crazy.
Thank you for coming on the pod and being episode number 200.
Thank you for coming on the pod and being on
I feel like I got to
200.
give you a champagne bottle for being
I
number
think
200.
I need to give you a champagne bottle for being on my 200th episode.
Anyways, you could catch That's Your Reality every Wednesday.
Yeah.
The audio at 5 a.m. and the video at 10 or 12. 10 every Wednesday from this group.
You know I could have done my own outro, right? You didn't need to do that.
So where can the people find you?
Guys, thank you guys for coming on my podcast. Rick H, I just want to thank you for coming on. I had such an amazing time talking to you. Make sure you check out That's Your Reality. We drop the audio every Wednesday at 5 a.m. and the video on YouTube at 10. At 10.
Yeah, marvelous. Okay. Yeah, I'm on my Frank Lucas shit. 3-piece suits, Valentino cufflinks, LV shoes.